What up, Bulls Nation? We've got live CHGO Bulls postgame coming up right now. Coby White kept his streak of games scoring 20-plus points alive tonight. Luka Doncic said, here's 46. Bulls fall to the Lakers 129-118. We'll try to break it down next. What's going on, Bulls Nation? Welcome in to CHGO Bulls postgame. Coming to you live from our CHGO Xfinity Loft here in downtown Chicago. CHGO Bulls postgame is presented by Bet365. Download the Bet365 app with promo code CHGO365 at sign-up. Whatever the moment is never ordinary at Bet365. I'm Peck, Bulls _Peck. That's Big Dave. Bow. 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 PNWL Sports. King of the controls. Want to know Joey C? What up, Joey?
I am excited to learn more about this Luka Doncic over the next 60 minutes.
Fascinating individual, that Luka Doncic.
Interesting player.
Got a future.
We will hear from our guy, Will Go Gottlieb, a little bit later on in tonight's postgame show from the United Center, where the Bulls fell tonight 129-118. Their winning streak of 4 games ends there. They fall back to 500 at 23-23. Shout out to the GOAT. Big Dave.
Yes, sir.
We took a look at Luka's numbers this season in pregame.
We did.
Leading the league at 33 and change per game.
Yeah.
Also, of course, doing what he does on the glass as a playmaker, as a facilitator. I told y'all, take over 50.5 combined points, rebounds, and assists for Luka tonight.
I recall that.
46, 11, and 7.
Oh, man.
That adds up to 64 combined points, rebounds, and assists. He actually achieved the over 50.5 with about a minute and a half left in the third quarter.
Oh, my goodness, man.
He real good.
He real good, Matt, and he took these things personally. Joey C was the one who pointed it out to me when he came out in the third quarter. He was like, Luka doesn't have that undershirt on. Right here to come out, and I said, uh-oh. Uh-oh, because that dude was like, I'm coming for blood. Like, you saw a game tonight where what's the difference is when you have stars. That's really what it was. Like, you got stars, and you saw the difference when the stars do star stuff. I mean, Luka, man, obviously we're not going to make this whole show about him, but he deserves some praise, bro. Like, that is an incredible game we just saw from that young man, and he laughed the entire time doing it. It was unstoppable. Like, to the point, Stacey was like, okay, ain't nothing you can do with that. Like, there's nothing you can do with that. The 30-footers he's pulling up, man. The middies he's hitting on you. The passes he was making as well, man. Like, he's just a complete player. What a star. Like, I love watching greatness. So just seeing what he was doing tonight, it was just phenomenal to see somebody that good, playing basketball at that kind of level right there. It didn't matter what the Bulls had and what they tried to do, but Luka, man, like, he just was absolutely unstoppable, and it's not like this the first time. It's Luka Doncic. It's what he does, but he was just absolutely great.
That he was. Let's see what our fellow Bulls fans are saying in that chat. Let's take the temp, shall we, Joey? Taking the temp. Brought to you by our friends at Four Seasons, your trusted local experts. Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. Visit fourseasonsheatingcooling.com for all their special offers and money-saving coupons. Yes. Visit fourseasonsheatingcooling.com. Yeah. Julia, hey Julia, saying Coby White and Josh Giddey are turnover machines. I like them both, but Coby plays out of control at times. He needs to work on his handles, especially going in the paint, and then he loses the ball, turns it over. Timothy saying, I remember dumb bleep Bulls fans arguing Zach was as good as Luka. I don't recall anybody trying to make that argument. No, bro. Who on earth would ever try to make that argument?
It didn't happen here.
Not here in these streets. My goodness.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's tough. I didn't hear that one.
Yeah.
He's pretty good. Coby, if you look at the numbers, you'd be like, oh, man, that's a game, 23 points, the 5
Shot above
rebounds.
50% from the field.
Yeah,
He was 5 of 10 from downtown.
6 assists with that as well.
But
4
turnovers.
4 turnovers were huge. He got it going in that third.
Yeah.
I mean, he absolutely got it going in that third quarter and got that help. Was one of the reasons he got that lead down to 1 for the Chicago Bulls. Was Coby White was just on that heater. And I love when Coby White goes on that heater, and I called Coby White going on that heater. I mean, you knew it was coming. Mm-hmm. Like, you knew Coby White was going to have that game for sure. And points-wise, you saw it. But, man, everything else-wise, though, I've seen better from him in those kind of games, man. I've had better? But I've seen him play way better than that. Like, he was trying to, draw those fouls. Scott Foster was not having that tonight with those fouls or those mini flops and those things like that. He wasn't going for any of that tonight.
Nope.
The way they were defending him after a while was really, credit to J.J. Redick with how they were defending him and how they were defending Giddey as well.
Yeah.
But credit to him as far as what he did to Coby. He wouldn't allow him to get to that bucket as often as he wanted to. And when he did, there was somebody there to deter it. And it was an absolute problem. I just got a breaking message here from our one and only 4-time champion, Will Purdue.
What up, Purdue?
And he asked me, how many rebounds did your boy have tonight?
Who's your boy?
I know who he's talking about.
Is he talking about
the
Pat?
one and only? You dig? He's talking the one and only. The answer, ladies and gentlemen, is 0. He had another. Yes, another. Sometimes 13, sometimes 3. Always ass.
Oh my God.
But, dude, I'm sorry, but Coby, it was good. Like, the points were there. You know what I mean? The facilitation sometimes is there. That's how he gets the 6 assists.
Yeah.
And things like that. But I just didn't like the overall game. It looked like the Lakers kept him uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And it seemed like he was trying to fight to get what he was scoring, how he was scoring.
There were stretches where Marcus Smart was like in his pocket.
Yeah, bro.
And it affected him to the point where he was like, do I just need to catch and shoot every time? Like, am I able to put the ball on the floor? Like, I think Coby had a good shooting night, but yeah, the way they interrupted passing lanes and stuff, like, it really just kind of threw the Bulls off of their rhythm offensively in many, many, many different stretches in this game.
Yeah, it did.
Deanna Marie sings in the chat saying Coby is slightly above mid. Timothy Jones saying Coby is good.
He is good.
You're splitting hairs. Somebody else just said Coby not worth $30 million in the chat I saw. Meanwhile, Ryan saying, I love the people in this franchise or in this fan base question the fandom of anyone who says, gee, it would be nice to have an elite player on this team. All's I'm saying. Coby is good.
Yeah.
You might say he's a little bit above mid as far as all of the players in the talent pool in the NBA. He is 18 chapters of greatness behind Luka Doncic.
18 chapters.
It's a fact.
Yeah.
It is what it is, which is why, honestly, I think we're going to see the Bulls find him a new home sometime between now and next Thursday because the Bulls don't want to pay him between $25 and $30 million a year on a multi-year deal on this team that can and will be forever mid with or without Coby White going forward.
That's a fair point.
But either way, Kenny J going back to too many damn turnovers, and it wasn't just Coby and Josh, who I think had 4 and 3 giveaways tonight respectively. Vooch had a couple. Modest had a few.
Yes.
It was the second quarter in particular, Dave. Can we talk about that second quarter?
What was going on?
When the Bulls had a season-high 10 turnovers in a single quarter. I believe I saw a tweet from Casey Johnson moments ago, Billy Donovan after the game, referring to that second quarter in particular as, quote, careless.
Yes.
Because they were – look, the Lakers, and I mentioned this in my immediate reactions, not a good defensive team. They do slightly above average a decent job at forcing turnovers. They're 12th in the NBA in opponent turnover percentage. But they were not forcing those turnovers in the second quarter. At least half of them were careless Bulls teammates just saying, hey, here you go, and passing to somebody who wasn't there or passing to somebody who wasn't looking. Yeah. And people took notice, in particular, of the one where Vooch was arguing at a ref when Josh tried to throw him a pass.
Yes.
That's bad.
Yeah, man.
For all parties involved.
You better believe it.
But, like, the Lakers, I feel, did clamp down defensively in certain stretches of this game. But unforced turnovers in that second quarter dug the Bulls a hole that they then tried and almost successfully climbed out of. They climb out of it by doing a better job taking care of the ball. But then in the back end of that third quarter, after they closed the gap all the way to 81-80, bridging a run they made, start at the end of the second into the third, then they went cold. And I think they missed, I think I saw 12 or 13 straight three-point shots in the back end of that third quarter when the Lakers built that lead back out again.
Yeah, man. The second quarter was, what did it? Like, honestly, for me, that's what did it. 10 turnovers, man. The most for the Bulls in any quarter this season is what they put up. Like, that's not good at all. And careless, like, I think that was the word, like you just mentioned. Like, that's the word. Careless turnovers. The Lakers aren't defensive stoppers. They'll block shots because they got Jackson Hayes. They got LeBron. Yeah, they'll do that. They'll get some steals. Luka get his hand in there and things. But they won't lock you down, even though I did like their defense tonight, especially in that third and fourth quarter. I thought their defense was really good. They had multiple stops on many occasions in that second half. Really good job getting out to those shooters and deterring the shots and just being shot deterrers pretty much. But in general, as Matt was reading in the pregame, they are not that team on defense. It's not what they do. But that second quarter, man, combining how they continue to get out to shooters and combining that with the Bulls' kind of careless turnovers. Like, there was one play, Matt, where all LeBron did was break the rhythm of what the Bulls were trying to do and how they bring the ball up court. Because what the Bulls like to do, and all of y'all know this, what they like to do is they get the ball, as soon as the team scores, they get the ball and they're gone. You know what I mean? Boom, 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 and it's gone. This time you saw them score, and the Lakers score, and the Bulls got the ball. As soon as they got it in, tried to make the other pass, LeBron darted right to where they wanted to pass the ball to. And it was like, huh? It was a quick malfunction. And then they started passing the ball around and then turned it to a turnover. Like, just that kind of small thing threw off the rhythm of what the Bulls like to do tonight. And I give Lakers the credit for that. But after that, it just seemed like it kept steamrolling. And then just the bad turnovers. I thought Modest played a horrible game tonight, in my opinion. I mean, the turnovers he had were huge and bad.
Yeah, he had bad tonight. Turnovers.
Didn't shoot the ball particularly well for me from three. 2 of 6 wasn't good enough for me in how he played. But I just didn't like how he played tonight, bro. I just really didn't. I thought he was getting worked on the defensive end a lot. I thought some of those should have been some block shots that I should have seen from him, bro. But I didn't like his game tonight.
Just because you mentioned it, I will tack on to that. Modest, I saw somebody in the chat earlier mentioning it, only 22 minutes played for Modest tonight. Billy had him on a short leash. I saw Modest making some, I wouldn't say careless, but just like young player off-ball defense mistakes. He got lost a couple times playing defense off the ball. There were a couple that I highlighted, my reactions that I'll highlight here, that I thought spoke volumes about what Modest can be defensively at some point in his career and what he isn't yet. Because it was second quarter and then a few times down the floor within the span of a few possessions, he was ISO D'ing up LeBron.
Yeah.
Both times on the right side of the court. The first of those two times, Bron, with strength and one quick step, just got baseline positioning on Modest, took him all the way to the rack, scored underneath, and it was an and one. Yeah. And Stacy was like yelling at Modest on the broadcast. You got to force him to the middle, Modest.
Yeah, man.
Okay, this is a 21-year-old against a 41-year-old man with 12 times the broader shoulders. But then one or two possessions after that, it was Modest D'ing up LeBron one-on-one again on the right wing, on the right elbow. LeBron tried to back him down. Modest stayed down. He put his chest into LeBron's back, stayed down, and even forced LeBron to lose possession for a second. LeBron regained possession and then took this ridiculously difficult step-back mid-range shot. Then he clanged off the rim. So I saw like one example of Modest defense that's like, yo, this kid could be a really special defensive player in this league someday. Good. And one defensive possession example of like, oh, Modest still needs to get so much stronger.
Oh, without a doubt, man. And shout out to my man Timothy who's saying Modest was a +9 tonight, so he wasn't that bad. But, bro, like, you can't really go by it. I mean, Dosunmu was a -14 tonight.
And I thought Modest played his friggin' heart out.
You know what I mean? Like, Ayo was a -14. It didn't mean he was bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it just happens that way, especially because the bench wasn't scoring a lot, so everybody on the bench was a -19, and a lot of the starters were in the plus column, bro. But for what I want from him, and the things I need to see, I didn't like the game tonight from him, man.
That's fair. Let's knock out our first ad break right there. We'll come back on the other side. Still lots to dive into from tonight's game. We'll also hear from Will the Goat Gottlieb from the UC, hear what Billy and some of his players had to say after this tough loss tonight. Hit the like button while you listen to words from our friends and sponsors. The like button is free. BRB.
$3.99.
CHGO Bulls is brought to you by Bet365. And right now, when you download the Bet365 app with promo code CHGO365 at sign up and make your first $5 bet on anything, some NBA hoops, maybe some hockey, you will see $200 in bonus bets hit your account after that $5 bet. Win or lose that $5 bet, doesn't matter. You're going to get the $200 in bonus bets either way. And you could use those bonus bet dollars on just about everything there is to bet on. Spreads, totals, player props, futures, and more. Don't miss out on NBA Tip-Off Tuesdays on Bet365. Place a qualifying same-game parlay bet with the Safety Net Bet feature on Tuesday NBA games. That's tomorrow. Don't forget. And get up to $10 in bonus bets if the bet loses. Terms and conditions apply. Download the app. Promo code CHGO365 when you sign up. Whatever the moment is never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Contrary to popular belief, ladies and gentlemen, getting old is very, very cool. Promise you. It's a thing, man. When you grow, you get more mature. You get more suave. You get a little more fly. You know things a little bit better. And your money gets to be even tighter. You know what you want. You want your finances right. And Old National Bank, they are about that life with y'all, ladies and gentlemen. From everyday checking to long-term planning and commercial banking, our team is here to build momentum. That's momentum. And help you move the ball forward. It all starts with a plan tailored for you by professionals you trust at Old National Bank. For simple tasks and bigger financial moments, you can count on them and coordinate your needs with steady, knowledgeable guidance that brings clarity and confidence with each and every step. It's a partnership designed to help you feel supported, not just today, but well into the future. Guess what? It's Old National Bank, y'all. Member FDIC. Where relationships and results matter. Get old.
CHGO Bulls post-game rolling along on Monday night. Thanks for being here, Bulls Nation. Hit that like button if you didn't do it during the ad break. Peck, Big Dave, our guy Joey C, breaking down the Bulls' loss to the Lakers. Dave, you want to shout out some game day difference makers?
Oh, it's a difference maker, but on the wrong side. Shout out the game day.
I wasn't going to go with Luka.
Game day. I'm not going with Luka. Game day difference maker brought to you by Game Day's Men's Health. Shout out to them. Fellas, when it comes to your health, every day is game day.
Shout out.
I'm going to get them to give me a check for that because that's awesome, what I just made up. My difference maker, because I just saw this, was Kevin Huerter. My God.
Oh, okay. So the game day difference maker doesn't always have to be the this
the
kind.
highest of the heights.
It can be the this kind.
It can be the and tonight it is the oh my goodness, 16 minutes. Kevin Huerter, no points, 0 of 5. Whew. From the field, 0 of 5 from 3, 1 rebound, 1 assist. I mean, those are Snellian-like numbers that young man put up. Snellian-like. And we're just not used. Thank you, Joey C. We're just not used.
The great Snellian era.
Yeah, in my Snelly era. Snellionaire. It's just not – it's weird to see that stat line from him because even when his shooting is bad, he's always affecting the game in some kind of way. He's always getting the rebounds. He's running the offense sometimes. He's cutting. You're seeing all those things kind of happen when Kevin Huerter's out there, man. But for him not to, do anything tonight in those 16 minutes, but get the cardio popping, it's a difference maker, for that young man. It's one thing if Patrick Williams is doing it. That's, we come to expect that. But from Kevin Huerter, I'm sure that Billy Donovan was really like, yo. Yeah. Because that's his guy. He depends on Kevin Huerter. This is coming off of a game winner on D Rose night from Kevin Huerter, So for him to come in and back to the United Center and go 0 for forever, that's tough, man. That's a real tough way to do it. And I feel like that makes a difference in this game tonight.
It's a total mixed bag of whatever you're going to get from Kevin Huerter on any given night. I feel like we're here some nights saying, oh, my God, how about that game from Kevin Huerter?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there are nights like tonight where it's like, oh my God, did you watch Kevin Huerter? Talk about your Kevin Huerter. One of many expiring contracts the Bulls have to figure out what they want to do with.
Shout out for Katie in the chat. That was for you.
What up, Katie? Yeah, rough night for Kev. Hopefully he can bounce back from it because he was the game day hero on Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to give my game day difference maker to a guy who I feel like we have been praising a lot recently and for due cause. Jalen freaking Smith.
Yeah.
Just, a quiet, humble 13-7 tonight.
Yeah.
But again, on, impressive efficiency from the floor. He knocked down his shots outside. He got a couple inside. Fighting like hell on the glass. Seemed like every minute of this game and every minute of the last stretch of games, he played 37 minutes tonight. Wow. Billy has been ticking up and up and up. The minutes for Jalen Smith, the minutes where he has Jalen Smith and Vooch out there at the same time. And like on a night when, dude, Huerter played 28. Modest, we covered 22. Vooch was a 36. Coby was a 31. Jalen Smith was your leader in minutes played tonight. And for good reason, in my opinion. Like, the guy has been playing so well recently, and it just, again, makes me wonder. I feel like this is a 3-game trend now where I've thought about this and maybe also said this. Giddey's not coming off the bench forever.
No.
As he makes his way back from this hamstring.
No.
I'm, again, tonight, surprised he didn't start.
I am too.
Will he start Wednesday? I'll be surprised if he doesn't start Wednesday. But in the meantime, Jalen Smith has seized this opportunity being put into the starting lineup by Billy Donovan recently.
Yeah.
And I am very curious to see what happens when that changes. If that changes.
Yeah.
How that changes.
For sure. Before I get to what I was about to say, because you go back to Fresh real quick, Joey C., because I just like what he said right there. He said, salute guys, but Huerter is named Moon Knight in my house. He is literally two completely different players. That's brilliant. I hope y'all watched the series or read the comic. Like, that is absolutely brilliant work, what he just did right there. And I just wanted to give him that shine and give him that love right there.
It's a good comp.
Yes. You talked about Giddey and it started like, and again, I keep telling y'all, when it comes to minutes for Giddey, it's a screen door. It's a suggestion.
Yeah.
All right? They were like, 20 to 25. Giddey played 28. Like, it's a suggestion, all right? Like, he's out there.
But you would also assume that they're going to increase that number of minutes.
Sure, but it's a suggestion. And when they increase, it gets to 26. They'll say he's a 26 guy. That doesn't mean he's playing 30.
Yeah.
These are and then when he gets started, like, the minutes restriction is gone.
Yeah.
When he starts. Like, we know Billy is going to have him on the same minutes that you saw Jalen Smith get tonight, man. Like, Giddey is going to get those minutes, especially with Trey Jones being out. Because when it goes to that bench, then it's just going to be, Ayo Dosunmu, going forward with that. So I think Giddey will get time with that second unit in that time as well.
Yeah.
So I think that's where all those minutes will come from. So I feel like he's just getting them acclimated, getting him more comfortable. Shout out to Giddey for hitting the 75-footer. Woo! 75-foot shot and
cool
bringing those memories back.
Would have been cool if it counted.
Yeah, man. Like, shout out to him for that one right there. But I thought his game tonight was fine. It wasn't, world-beating. It wasn't terrible. I thought it was fine, though. I thought it was a solid game. I mean, a minus 23. That's for you, Timothy. Minus 23 out there for Giddey, but he put up the 19 points, the 6 rebounds, and the 7 assists. The 3 turnovers, honestly, with 3, I can live with Josh Giddey. I never want to get 4 or 5 or something like that, but I can live with 3 turnovers for sure. Got to the line 4 times, and outside of Vooch, like, it was him getting to the free throw line. Vooch got to the line 5 times, which is not a norm, for him to be doing. So Josh Giddey doing all that stuff, coming off the bench, helping the team out that way. 3 of 8 from the 3-point line. Started off really hot. Hit his first 3 and then missed them all after that. But
started 3 of 3, finished 0 of 5.
Yeah. I still thought the Lakers also focused on him too, which is respect. You know what I mean? Lets you know how good they think you are. When they start actually having defenses for you, that means you're doing your thing. But the Lakers, bro, and I hope you all saw it, but they did a really great job of when Giddey was trying to do his usual, boom, get to the bucket kind of thing. They would slide that. Yeah. They would slide that defender over right there. Because usually when he does that, Giddey likes to either kick it out to the baseline or kick it behind him to whoever's at the top of the key, because usually that person is following Josh Giddey. And he always does that move. They would not let him make that move to the bucket. They would, boom, move that wall in there, that Giddey wall right there, and he would have to immediately pass out of what he was trying to do. But what I always like about Josh Giddey is he's going to find a way to score. He's going to find a way to put the ball in the bucket. That's what good scorers do, honestly. Like, so they're taking away what he does best. Yeah, it's a hindrance on what he was trying to do, but he still found a way to get those points on the board for him and try to help this team win.
Meanwhile, we've got Thomas Banks in the chat saying Bulls will beat the Lakers in L.A. I think Luka and Bron wanted revenge for getting swept last
without
year.
a doubt.
Look, there's no doubt that Luka and Bron came into this building tonight with revenge on their minds for what happened a year ago. Can the Bulls get a season split by beating this team in L.A. when they go out on a long West Coast trip later this season? We'll find out. That is, by the way, I believe one of back-to-back set where they play the Lakers and Clippers back-to-back nights, both 9:30 Central tip-offs.
Oh, so let's go, baby.
Who's excited for those?
Oh, it gets crazy after
this
dark.
Guy.
It gets crazy after dark.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Joyce.
I just want to throw in really quick, like when you're talking about Luka and LeBron and just the way that they played and the way they were smiling and everything, I thought like the Lakers walked in really prepared tonight.
Yeah.
I thought it was a really well-coached game plan. And like you were talking about, you guys have both hit on it, that they really tried to take away what the Bulls wanted to do. And this is, we've talked a lot about the inconsistencies of the Bulls this year. And it's like they got to get back to just playing their game, playing their pace. Well, they really only can play a certain amount of ways.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? And when the Lakers were able to take away, those passing lanes, those outlets on transition, like when you start like kind of shaving those things down, that's where the Bulls kind of struggle because they don't have really a plan B or plan C or plan D.
Right.
They have to play that pace. They have to play that way. Come hell or high water, and I thought the Lakers were just really, really prepared for that tonight.
Yeah,
so.
as Dave was just saying a second ago, whether it was Giddey or Coby, like I thought the Lakers were really aggressive with their closeouts, with their help defense tonight, and the Bulls' half-court offense tonight just couldn't do much of anything.
Yeah, man.
There were a few moments throughout this game and a few spurts throughout this game where the Bulls did get out and run. And, you know, whether it was Io in those transition opportunities or Giddey outlet passes, like there were some of those moments. But for the most part, the Lakers kept the clamp on that and kept it the pace of the game where they wanted it to be. Yeah. And it was just like slow, surgical. I'm gonna cut you open and give you the play-by-play as I cut you open from Luka. Like it's just merciless. It's like watching a slow-mo. There's nothing you could do to stop it.
Yeah, man.
That's just speaks to Luka's greatness. Honestly, is what it does.
I was talking to Joey C when we were watching the game. I was like, the difference of what the Lakers kind of have and the Bulls don't is when the Bulls go on that run and start doing their thing, they have two guys on the team who can slow the game down and then go get a bucket themselves. So you saw that absolutely in that second half, especially in that fourth quarter. They just said, nope, we're slowing this down, and Luka's going to go do Luka stuff. Okay, LeBron, you want to do some stuff? Go do your thing. And then they would come on and the Bulls, you know, slow it down. You know what I mean? They would take their time, and then they would go score. It's debilitating, man. You know, when they score like that, like it's draining, bro. Like it's deflating when you see that happen to you. Because we watch Mike do it all the time. Like it's deflating. Watch D Rose do it. You know, when the guys can just slow it down and get what they want in a really tough bucket. And it's, you know, not just how much you score, but how you score. And that's what the great ones usually understand. And I think you saw some of that stuff tonight.
And I'm sorry, last one, and then we're going to break because we'll go to Will. But one more thing on Luka. Just the way that he manipulates space is really, like, next level. The way that he, like, rolls a screen, but he'll drag it underneath the three-point line so he can back up and have the space to shoot the three is absolutely incredible. And the way that you have to respect it, then, like, Rui Hachimura just, like, lives – in the middle area there, just like hitting all this little mid-range stuff.
Yeah,
like, I don't think the Lakers are going to go anywhere, but you can just see like there's different layers to what they bring offensively, and it's something for maybe a Bulls team to aspire to.
Yeah. When he slow-mo creates that space and needles and prods to then just take, you know, that 1.5 step back.
Yes.
And you're just like, every time it leaves his hands, you're like, oh, that's butter.
Yes.
All right, we got to knock out another ad break, and then when we come back on the other side, we'll be joined by Will the Goat Gottlieb, who will help us shed some light on what was said by Billy and the players after this loss to the Lakers tonight. Hit the frickin' like button. It is frickin' free. We'll be right back.
Goat.
CHGO Bulls is brought to you by Huel.
Huel.
Dave, can you believe we are already a month into 2026? But it doesn't mean it's time to move away from your goals. Huel is a perfect solution for high-protein routine support. Busy days, habit building, convenience, and control this year. You can get their ready-to-drink formula, bam, in the bottle right here, or it also comes available as a protein powder that you can mix if you got a little bit more time that day and want to mix it at home. Comes with 35 grams of protein either way, 27 essential vitamins and minerals, no artificial sweeteners, colors, or flavors. It's gluten-free, and it's under $5 a meal because it does drink like a meal. So, for a limited time offer, get Huel today with our exclusive promo code of Bulls15 to get 15% off online with, again, promo code Bulls15 for new customers only. If you're busy, Huel is a game changer.
Huel! And if you need some Huel, that means you want to be hungry as well. I know it's your meal replacement right there, but sometimes you just want the meal. Factor Meal Kits, ladies and gentlemen. When it shows up at your door, perfectly packed with the ice packets in there and everything. Your smoothies, your 6 meals, all ready to go. Pull it out, pop it in the microwave, take it back out. Yum, 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 yum. Meatitarian, pescatarian, vegetarian, vegan, whatever tarian you want to do, guess what? Factor's got something for you. 100 rotating meals per week. That is a lot. Plus, they got the Muscle Pro collection that supports every strength and recovery out there that you got. So if you're working out, getting right, guess what? They're going to keep you tight because that's Factor Meal Kits. Head to factormealkits.com/CHGO50 off and use that code CHGO50 off to get 50% off your first Factor box plus free breakfast for 1 year. Offer only valid with new Factor customers with the code and qualifying auto-renew subscription purchase.
CHGO Bulls postgame rolls along. Joey Z, let's talk to the GOAT.
That's why it's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Joining us on that GOAT Talk hotline, which is brought to you by our friends at Michelob Ultra, it's the one and only Will the GOAT Gottlieb.
That's him.
Joining us live on that GOAT Talk hotline. Follow him, Will_Gottlieb. Read us off allchgo.com. GOAT. Tough loss. The Bulls' winning streak comes to an end. Luka goes berserk mode in the UC. Your initial thoughts on this one?
It's nice to have a couple of star players on your roster. Luka Doncic, my goodness, what do you have? 46 points.
Yep.
And I'll say this: I think LeBron. I can't remember if it's LeBron or Luka. The two of them combined for like 4 or 6 points right off the bat. And the United Center crowd, I mean, it felt like it was Staples Center in here. It was so many Lakers fans.
Yes.
And, I heard some of the players talking about it after the game too. That's just really atypical for how this stadium is. I mean, it's usually incredibly loud when the seasons are bad, when the seasons are good. And obviously there's nights where it's like, more engaged than others, but and you hear like other teams come in and they've got fans, but this was like the whole stadium, and Bulls fans did kind of fight back a little bit, but the Lakers was really just in control. Basically from the start of the second quarter, the Bulls just had such a hard time taking care of the ball, and that has been a hallmark of what they have done well over their winning streak. And in games where they play well, it's because they get more possessions because they're not turning the ball over. And today I think they had 10 turnovers in the second quarter combined. They were averaging 12 per game over the course of this 4-game win streak, and it's just not going to cut it. It's runouts, it's easy shots, and more than that, it's really preventing the Bulls from being able to get into their identity, into what they do well offensively, which is get up and down, run the floor, and play quickly and with pace. And they just couldn't get into that. And then, they did fight back a little bit, but when you're playing against a team like that, that does have the star power, that can pick you apart and really manipulate matchups the way that Luka and LeBron did, it's just tough. And then you've got guys like Rui Hachimura hitting shots, and it just was a tough night. I didn't think the Bulls played poorly. They probably could have won this game on most nights. They clawed all the way back from down 20-3. So they were right there, but it was hard to overcome that star power, I thought.
Let's stay in that second quarter with those 10 turnovers. Can you talk about what you were seeing? Because it looked like from on our end that the Bulls made a lot of careless turnovers in that second quarter, but I don't want to take away anything from what the Lakers were doing, because we sat here last segment just talking about how good we thought the Lakers' defense was in spurts on the Bulls. But what did you see as far as how those turnovers were getting committed in that second quarter?
Billy used the word careless too, so I think that was spot on. It just felt like there were some mistakes, like the Giddey hit-ahead pass for Vooch was like maybe a lob or just like a backdoor pass that just sailed out of bounds. That's just like, okay, you kind of want to live with that because you want to let Giddey be Giddey and let him make plays, and you trust him with the vision that he has. But with that are going to be some turnovers. But it's the other ones where people are, you're trying to enter the ball into Vooch or into the post, and somebody just jumps it and takes it the other way. Or you're dribbling and someone just, taps the ball from behind you. Those ones are the ones that are just tough to live with because it's just taking care of the ball and being aware of your surroundings. And, I think they only had one turnover in the second half, so it wasn't like a disaster for them all game. Otherwise, I don't think they would have had a chance to come back. But we talk about the margin so much with the team. Like, that is too much to overcome. If you're turning it over 10 times in a quarter against a good team, it's just going to be tough to overcome that. And I feel like the Bulls shot the ball so well that they gave themselves a chance, but it can't just be makes and misses. It can't just be, did you make more threes than your opponent? It has to be all these other things. I think the game has evolved in such a way over the last couple of years where just making more threes is not going to be the indicator of do you win or not. That's a huge piece of it, and you do have to make those shots, obviously, but you have to take care of the ball. You have to offensive rebound. You have to shoot more free throws. You cannot give up rim shots and corner threes. And with Luka, just the way that he's able to create shots, I mean, they threw different actions at him. They tried to mix up the defensive coverage, and he's just seen it all. He's picked it apart. But then you factor other guys into it too, and they start hitting shots. And now all those margins get even slimmer to the point where it's just you're not able to overcome it.
The Bulls second unit really struggled tonight. They just got worked. Josh Giddey has had some success and some struggles coming off the bench in this 3-game span now. Curious if he and or Billy spoke in any way after this game about what the plan is moving forward. I'm not putting the Bulls getting worked on the bench tonight on Josh, not saying it's his fault, but just assuming that Josh is getting back into that starting lineup at some point soon. All the while, Jalen Smith continuing to play really well and give Billy strong minutes and more minutes as a starter.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting, and I think go time for those decisions is coming up. They've obviously got a 5-7 here with 2 back-to-backs coming. What is it? Wednesday, Thursday, and Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Saturday, Sunday. So I think we're going to see, and part of it might just be that guys may not play in both legs of the back-to-back. It does sound like they're going to try to get Coby in the back-to-back. They've got to see how he comes out of tonight, and then they'll see how he looks in the first back-to-back. And obviously that could be subject to change if anything comes up, any tightness, anything whatsoever. But I think that's going to be just like a really interesting thing because Giddey's was up to 28 minutes. We asked him today about coming off the bench and just his minutes and how that's been affecting him. He said that he feels totally fine. 28 minutes is like not too short of what he typically plays. I think he's at 32, which leads the team. So I think he's definitely getting back there. I would imagine he's not going to be in back-to-backs, but I mean, it could happen that way. So I think that's why you saw Dalen in the first half, just to try to like manage people's minutes a little bit so that you could survive while playing, regular rotations in the second half. But that's really the thing that I'm curious about now is just like what happens with these rotations, with how well Jalen Smith is playing, how well those lineups are performing, and how important it is for their defense. Like their defense has actually been pretty good of late. And I think a lot of that is they're taking away shots in the rim now. Shots are harder when you do get to the rim. And that's just a result of having 2 big bodies down there, one of whom can really block shots. Then you got Modest, chipping in there too. So I think that lineup is really working, but then it's just like who comes out, and that's really the question that we're after.
Will to go Gottlieb. You just mentioned Modest Buzelis.
Game time. Who?
I personally, this is just me. I wasn't a fan of his game tonight. I seen the number. I mean, the numbers weren't terrible. He wasn't horrible, but there was a lot of moments where I just didn't feel him on the floor, and I wanted more from Modest Buzelis and out of his game tonight. Did you feel this way, or am I just alone on this island, or pun intended, the lonely island?
No, I mean, I think it's a really tough matchup for him. We talk so much about his physicality, right? And you've got LeBron, you've got Doncic, you've got Jake LaRavia is a big dude, Rui Hachimura, Jared Vanderbilt. I mean, the Lakers are such a big front line. Even Marcus Smart is like really stocky for a guard. So I think it was a tough matchup for him. You saw him trying to defend LeBron in the post a couple of times. It's just tough. I mean, he had 3 turnovers. And as we know, Billy's just not like messing around with that. So I think there are games where he's going to be able to play through that a little bit more. Tonight was not one of those nights, only 22 minutes from him. But yeah, I think Billy has kind of shortened the rotation up a little bit. Obviously, Zach Collins being out, and then they're missing Trey right now. But off the bench, I mean, Kevin Huerter played 16 minutes, Patrick played 12. And then you obviously had Giddey and Dosunmu, who are like core rotation pieces. Nobody else really played. So I just wonder how that factors in. This whole thing is built on like 9 or 10 good players and depth and being able to run teams. At the same point, you've got to, like, the other thing was developing while being young. And these are, examples of those games where you're just not seeing a lot of that. And not to say that, he has to be scoring 25 in order for it to be a game that is like showing his development. But it's just, I think it's been tough. And these games in particular, when the matchups are like that, I think it's just easy for Billy to say, okay, I don't want you to get just completely run through. And so we're going to bring in some bigger guys.
Before we let you go, your thoughts on Benny's New Jersey number?
I mean, frankly, I don't care. I think that's probably the best answer I can give. I in jest posted a picture of him wearing number 99, and I had a friend at the game who was saying that was a mistake. He should have changed it to 0 or something like that. And I was like, well, you know what? In youth soccer, I wore number 99, so I'm partial to it. But that's probably the most I can offer to you guys in terms of basic.
There you go.
I think that's why he didn't care. He saw that number and was like, "Oh, I hate this now."
I don't hate it. No negative feelings, no positive feelings, no feelings whatsoever.
No feelings whatsoever. And a little peek behind the GOAT youth soccer curtain. I love it.
Yeah.
Bulls Nation, read his stuff, allchgo.com. Sign up to become a diehard with promo code GOAT at sign up to take advantage of all of that great Bulls writing and coverage GOAT has for diehards. Only follow Will_Gottlieb. Buddy, get home safe tonight. We will talk to you on Wednesday.
Cool. Talk to you guys then.
Bro, honestly, I didn't know that it was number 99 until just now.
Oh, yeah, they revealed it at halftime.
Yeah, I didn't see it. I didn't see it at all.
I'm not a huge fan.
Okay.
It's just too much.
Yeah, I don't like it at all.
It's like it's a lot.
I agree with. I think Joey and I agreed the same on what the number should be.
Yeah, I think number 8.
Yeah.
I think number 8 was a good one.
I thought number 8
it looked like a B. It would look like a B. My only question now, are the Bulls going to get in trouble with the NBA because Benny's number thing was too long at halftime?
I didn't see it. It was a whole ceremony.
They made sure they kept it tight, though.
You got to keep it tight.
Okay, tight 10.
Tight 10.
I didn't do it. They did a whole reveal ceremony thing or something.
I only saw like stills of it on Twitter. I didn't watch. Halftime I get up, I walk around, I do what I got to do.
You're right, me too.
But I saw that it was some sort of reveal.
Okay. I'm gonna go watch that thing.
Yeah, I don't love that. I get it. Like, goes the opposite of 1 in a way.
Sure, like right. 99, 1. Right.
I would have been good with 0.
Yeah.
Especially if Kobe's about to get traded.
That bad.
I'm just saying.
Applying that pressure.
I think I saw maybe it was Timothy Banks or Tom Banks. I can't remember. Somebody in the chat was saying earlier, like, the whole conundrum of like, yo, Jalen's playing really well. Billy was really falling in love with this 2 big lineup. It's helping them defensively. Josh is coming back in the starting lineup. The answer is Kobe might not be on this team in 2 weeks. So you're starting Josh, Okoro, Modest, Vooch, Jalen.
There it is right there.
I think that's very likely.
Big shout out to Dreambird, who says, hi, everyone at CHGO. So today is my birthday.
Hey!
I thought I would spend it with the CHGO family.
Shout out to you, Dreambird.
Shout out to you,
Many happy returns. Also, happy belated to our very own Sarah Bear. It was her birthday yesterday. Also, shout out to my buddy Timmy Reeves. It was his birthday yesterday, too.
Just coming in threes out here, baby.
Yeah. You know Timmy Reeves.
Way downtown.
Crashed on his couch in Denver.
Oh, I did crash on his couch.
That's right, baby.
Shout out to him, man. Beautiful place. Honestly, really nice place. And a nice guy.
Oh,
really
the
nice
best.
Guy, man.
So before we knock out our last ad break, did want to just share some piece of Modest talking to GOAT and the fellow members of the Bulls beat before tonight's game about upcoming rising stars, but then also a decision to not do the dunk contest. Brace yourself, Big Dave. Joey, if you will.
Especially, the game that was postponed, we have the double back-to-back coming. So I just want to take care of my body. And, it's a lot of work also to, prepare for the dunk contest. I didn't even prepare as well as I should have last year. I only had probably 2 practices to, practice my dunks, and it takes a toll, on your body, and especially in this stretch of the games we have coming, it's going to be very important for me to be fresh. But as I said before, hopefully I'm invited to something like that again, because I would absolutely want to do it.
So that was Giddy before tonight's game, explaining his reasoning for not doing the dunk contest. We touched on it in pregame, but we can offer a few more thoughts on it after we knock out this final ad break. We will also get to some super chats we have on deck. We will get to those. Throw us a last-second super chat if you're feeling like it, feeling generous. We appreciate it. Otherwise, just hit the like button, because that will cost you $0 on the dot. 0 cents even.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Free.
CHGO Bulls is brought to you by Ray! They're ringing in the new year at Ray Chevrolet in Fox Lake with hot deals all month long during their Ray Resolution Sales event. Stop in today and drive home with 0% financing for 72 months. That's several years. Plus no payments until spring on all new Chevy models. Or check out their selection of over 125 vehicles priced under $20,000. And as one of the top 7 Chevy dealers in the Midwest, they're able to keep their prices competitive, so you will get a great deal. And with that raised price promise, you can shop confidently, because the price you see is the price you will pay. No hidden fees or extra add-ons ever when you go to sign on the dotted line. So go see it for yourself. Don't miss out on the Raise Resolution Sales event going on all month long.
All month.
For 0% financing for 72 months and 0 payments until spring on all new Chevrolet models. Shop Ray Chevrolet in Fox Lake or on RayChevrolet.com. They've been serving the community since 1963. Together, let's drive.
Yeah. Joey, say what time is it?
Game time.
Yeah, he's on it, baby. Zone deals. That's why we love Game Time very, very much, or at least me, and I'm pretty sure many, many of you do, like this guy pointing at himself. Because guess what? You can save any more when you choose the section and let Game Time go on and do the selecting. You will save that money, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Of course, they got those seat views, which are awesome. Of course, they got that lowest price guarantee. More awesome. And they got that Game Time ticket coverage, which comes with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry. So guess what? Take that guesswork out of buying those tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use that code CHGO. Get yourself $20 off your first purchase.
Terms apply.
I said CHGO. Get yourself $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Download today. Tap, ticket, go. Because it's Game Time. Because Matt Peck. What time is it? Yeah.
CHGO Bulls post-game rolling along for a little while longer on Monday night. Thanks for being here, Bulls Nation. Hit that like button if you haven't done it yet. It's free. So, having heard it from the horse's mouth, Dave, still not loving the decision for Modest to politely decline the invite to do dunk contest?
Actually, hearing him explain it took some sting off of it for me.
Okay.
Because that makes sense. It's him saying, I didn't even practice that hard last year. Only had a couple of sessions to get ready. That makes sense. He wants to prepare because he wants to do his best and all that. I'm old school. I still want it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I still want him to be in there participating, even if he can come in and just do all tomahawks. As long as it goes in, they're going to give you points. Like, you don't have to do – I've learned that right now. Like, I don't think you need to do anything crazy. Just make the dunk, and he'll make the next round. You know what I mean? And that's all I'm trying to get him into is the next round. So, I mean, we saw Jackson Hayes do a freaking dunk competition dunk during the game.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like it's still in him, bro.
Remind me really quick, Dave, what preceded that Jackson Hayes fast break dunk? Was it an unforced Giddy turnover?
It was a turnover of some kind,
okay.
Dave.
Just wanted to make sure I remember that correctly.
Just say it.
There's your hat throw, Giddy! That was for you!
The pettiness was pretty explicit on that one right there, ladies and gents. Well done. I felt like you just scratched the itch on yourself right there. Oh, yeah. That's the
Had to get that one out of there. But hey, for the record, Coby had 4 turnovers tonight.
Yeah.
Giddy only had 3. Way to go, Josh.
I mean, bringing it from a modest talking about a dunk and bringing it from there to get that is
you brought up
impressive.
Jackson Hayes and that insane in-game dunk he had, and then that's of course where my mind went.
Insane dunk.
Like,
of course.
What caused that Jackson Hayes?
Of course,
make?
that's where his.
Oh right,
yes.
garbage ass giddy turnover.
Yeah. See what
Oh my God,
scratching that itch.
Yep.
That young Matt Peck. But modest what he said.
Yeah.
I understand it. That makes a logical sense to me because he was like, no, the preparation that's involved with me having to get ready for a dunk contest, I just don't have that in me, especially with, like you mentioned, the brutal schedule coming up. I get that. Maybe it's easier for that rookie-sophomore game because I'm literally just doing what I've always been doing and just running up and down the floor, and that could be a fun time, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. So, okay, I get it. I still don't like it, but I get it.
Yeah,
I get it.
I hear you. I still don't like it.
Yeah.
Get it.
Yeah.
And let's be honest, I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of like hard physical play in that Rising Stars competition.
I don't know, Jim.
Maybe more so than the All-Star game filled with vets who have no interest.
They chilling
in competing.
They will be chilling. This is true. A lot of chilling happening.
But shout out to Modest for making his decision and doing what he feels right. And also, I genuinely believe him when he says, "I hope they invite me again," because I would like.
I do believe him.
If it weren't for this crazy schedule we're trying to endure right now, and me wanting to focus on that, I would love to do it again.
Sure.
So
I guess my only question is devil's advocate is when is it okay for him to work on it? You know what I mean?
Work on his dunks and stuff.
Yeah, like I mean, he can work on it in the summer, okay. But once the season starts, I guess is there ever really like truly inappropriate time to work on the dunks? But it is in the spirit of the entertainment.
I would
of the
say
game?
before or after a team practice, before or after morning shoot around.
Sure.
Because some of those times are also reserved for one-on-one work between players and one coach individually.
Yeah.
As opposed to like team walkthrough, what's our game plan tonight in morning shoot around, or in practices, hey, this is our focus on practice tonight as a team.
Yeah.
Then players will break off and just, work on their shot form or work on whatever, one-on-one with one coach. And so like I don't necessarily know if Giddey could be like, if Modest could be like, all right, let's reserve a certain block of that time to work on my dunks for the dunk contest. I think some of that might just have to be like, hey, on your own time, young man.
Yeah, I do have a conspiracy theory. I don't want to share it on air, but I do have a conspiracy theory. I'll share it off air.
Locked in
I'll
the
share it
vault.
off air.
And I'll just attest. We were in the suite
Lex.
for Bulls Celtics on Saturday, and I saw Modest do like 3 or 4 really sweet dunks.
Yeah.
I get it. He wasn't jumping over IKEA or anything like that.
Right.
But he did some off the glass, a little like hammer, like back hammer down, that would have gotten him some 45s and 46s. He would have represented himself really well. I get it that it's a timing thing, and of course it's a preference, and you feel pressure that when you do it, you always want to like show out, and you want to end up on TikTok, and I completely understand that.
Yeah, you want to make the moment.
At the same time, this isn't exactly like the home run derby. You know what I'm saying? Where we're exerting tons of energy.
Sure.
But again, timing for him, and I truly do believe that sincerely. If they ask him again, he wants
to
do
that.
it.
No, Modest isn't a liar. You know what I mean? He's a really honest dude.
100%.
Like if he says it, he absolutely
I also
means
think
it.
he really would like to win.
Yes, and that too.
Right.
Yeah, man.
He wants to win.
Yeah, so he's like, I'm not going to do it
If I can't feel like I'm not ready to win.
Yeah, just to finish fourth.
Again, I get all of that, bro.
Yeah.
I get all of that.
His dunks and warm-ups were
I'm just saying, dog. I'm just saying. That dude is special on that, bro. Like, for real.
Meanwhile, Mike Mills in the chat saying we need a Trey Jones tonight. Facts, the Bulls need Trey Jones every night.
Bro.
Hurry up, get better, get well soon.
I'm just saying.
Trey Jones.
Y'all saw the half-court outfits.
By the way, the hat toss that I did in honor of our one and only Queen Katie was because she is in mourning, because Coby White passed Captain Kirk on the Bulls all-time franchise 3-point makes list tonight.
Oh.
She's very as the biggest Captain Kirk fan in the world. She was very sad about that.
Hey, Katie.
I don't know if she was keeping track of that, but I texted her to be like, hey, I don't know if you know, but and it was funny because I texted her about him tying Kirk, and at the moment I texted her that he had tied Kirk. Kobe hit another 3.
Yeah.
It was like bang, bang. And I was like, oh, just kidding, he passed him.
A glorious moment for Bulls fandom.
Good for Kobe,
everywhere.
man.
Oh.
I feel it might be Zach 1, Kobe 2 for a while now.
Yeah, it's gonna be that for a little bit. You did what I'm saying to you, sir. But we'll take a quick moment of silence for Captain Kirk, now number 3.
Wee.
There it is.
Let's shout out some super chatty things. Monsieur Christopoulos. What do we got? Andreas Polygranopoulos.
Greek.
With a super chat saying, Vooch's attitude can be contagious and detrimental.
That is a fact, sir.
I've seen a lot of people in the chat tonight talking about.
I agree.
The one instance in particular where Vooch was yelling at the ref, and then he didn't know he was yelling at the ref and threw it in his direction. It was a turnover. Vooch can be a little bit of a cranky face.
A little cranky pants.
A little bit of a cranky. He's
Vooch.
old man Vooch.
Cranky Vooch.
The older you are, the crankier you are. Hello.
Who's ran out on my lawn? Get out of here, kids. Turn off that rock and roll.
As far as the whole like bleeding into things, bleeding into teammates, it sounded like you just agreed with that.
I do
you
agree
do
with
agree with that.
Yeah,
Okay.
attitude is contagious, bro. It is. I tell you about culture setters on the team. Like, stuff like that is contagious, man. Like, you will always, you know what? Nope, not going to do that.
Nope.
But I'm telling you, like, stuff like that, yeah, it can rub off on guys and just certain mindsets that they may have when they're approaching the game, just because you're the one they're looking up to. You're the veteran, dog. Like, you're the one leading the way. Like, so if you're, Captain Cranky Pants out there like that, then guess what? They go like cranky times.
Speaking of Captain Cranky Pants, I don't know if Billy has named official like team captains on this team. Either way, you are the most veteran player on this team by years of experience and by age.
Yeah,
you're a captain.
Yeah,
in some semblance. To quote the incomparable Wood Harris, attitude reflect leadership.
Yep,
Captain.
Yep.
When
That's
he's telling
lawyer.
Gary Bertier what's what after a hard practice.
Dude, I mean, but think of it also this way, Matt. Before Vooch was the leader, remember the leader of the team was DeMar DeRozan. How was the attitude of the young guys with DeMar DeRozan here?
Yeah.
Knowing how he played. Caruso was also one of your leaders here. How was the attitude when Caruso, like, that stuff is contagious. It's a thing, bro. Just because it might not matter to some of y'all, like things like that, that stuff is a thing. Those attitudes are a absolute thing, man. I've always believed.
And really quick, not to get all Last Dance on you, but a guy named Horace Grant on the Chicago Bulls.
We know him.
Was an excellent player, an all-star player, but had to learn how to work through emotional frustration throughout winning those championships throughout those games. And when he did conquer that, not only did the Bulls get more dangerous, but he was able to rally, and other teammates were able to rally around that. Not to say the Horace was a leader, but like he was one of the guys that people would look to on the team. Yeah,
for sure.
And he would go on. Obviously, he went on to the Orlando Magic and became an even better player.
He did.
And he conquered through all that. And to be honest with you, Vooch, I'm not saying crack a smile, man, but like there is something about like putting certain energies out there to try and let these younger players know like now's not the time to maybe let that frustration get out. Right. Maybe now isn't the time to sort of like blow your lid and freak out right now. It's time to maybe sort of level off and stay into the drill and the structure of the sequence.
I mean, look at the technical foul he got. Because he was mad at the ref, he just slaps dude and pushes the dude, like slaps and pushes Gabe Vincent, allows them to get that technical foul shot and the basketball and things like that. Like, come on, man. Like, how is that helping anything?
I think we had another super chat we needed to shout out, Joey. We got NBA was better in the 80s and 90s. 6 rings. Still one of my favorite YouTube usernames. Lakers are all but tied for first in free throws per game and fourth least in fouls called against per game. The league's Fugazi agenda just rolled through the Shy tonight. Look, the Lakers made 21 of 29 at the line tonight. The Bulls made 14 of 18 at the line tonight. So you only lost
it's not terrible.
by 7 points of a margin at the free throw line.
Yeah.
You lose this game even if it were not, if that were a wash. Yeah. And shout out to the Lakers for missing as many free throws as they did.
That is a lot of misses, bro.
Could have been worse.
Yeah, that's real.
Superstars and stars
Yeah.
in this league
Yeah.
initiate contact and refs blow their whistles and send them to the free throw line.
That's true.
That's how it works. We were talking in pregame, and it's not LeBron even. Yeah. LeBron shooting 5-ish free throws a game. Luka is leading the league at 11.5 free throw attempts per game. When he's been out there this season, Austin Reeves is shooting over 8 free throws a game.
Yeah.
It's a huge part of what they are doing offensively. Why? Because it freaking works. And because they get the calls.
Yeah, man. It's a thing.
Bulls players especially the younger ones. We have seen them fight and try, scrape and claw to try to initiate contact while attacking, get to the free throw line. It is an uphill battle.
It is.
And it is one that takes a while for NBA refs to start looking at you as a player who is deserving of those calls.
Yeah.
When's the last time the Bulls had a player like that?
It's been a minute.
Bueller. Freaking Bueller.
That's Ferris Bueller for the kids out there who haven't seen that movie. A movie that came out back in the day.
Oh my God! I guess that
you
movie
forget-
is really old, but like, dude, come on.
They haven't seen it, man. Some of them haven't seen it.
If you haven't seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off, do yourself a favor, go watch it right freaking now. My God,
right now.
you right freaking now.
I'll tell you, he's one righteous dude.
He is one righteous
Mommy,
dude.
the mustache man said to go watch
They all
Ferris
think he's a
Bueller's Day
righteous
Off.
dude. Well, you shouldn't be throwing anyone with your backhand. Come on, it's not like, well, it's too old of him. It's a Chicago
It is.
staple.
It's a classic.
Of a movie.
He's on line 2.
Rudy.
I changed my mind.
My sister, the homework assignment.
I asked for a car. I got a computer.
Yeah.
As we head to just a short amount of overtime here on CHGO Bulls postgame, one player that I did want to give credit to, I know, we wax poetic about how freaking good and borderline unstoppable Luka Doncic is in this league. Rui Hachimura, man.
Hachimura.
Crushed it. Absolutely crushed it for the Lakers tonight.
Killed it.
23 points off the bench on 9 of 11 from the field. At one point, Dave, you looked over to me and said, has that dude missed yet?
Yeah.
And it was. And
shot.
Joey, you were like, I'm just watching this dude take a zillion elbow jumpers.
That's it.
Yeah. He
all
knocked
day.
down a 3 or 2. No. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, he knocked out a bunch of threes.
Yeah.
but he also knocked down a bunch of middies.
He did.
Like,
that mid-range game was on. It was the threes first, and then it was the mid-range game. That's how it went for Rui Hachimura tonight. That is a perfect third piece for tonight's game, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
When LeBron, obviously you got Luka, then obviously you got LeBron. Somebody's got to be number 3. And honestly, I thought he played well, and I thought LaRavia also played well for them as well. Just being the hustle guy, hitting his open shots when having the opportunity to.
8, 5, and 4. That's a classic.
solid number.
That's a classic Caruso salad.
Oh,
right
you
there.
better believe it, baby. It's a Caruso salad with bacon. Like, that is absolutely right. So, yeah, I thought they did well. I thought Jackson Hayes played well. Again, like, I just really feel like they came with an agenda tonight, and they came prepared to play the Bulls tonight. We've seen teams this season not come in fully prepared to play the Chicago Bulls and their style because they still don't believe that the Bulls are playing like they're playing.
Yeah.
We saw Minnesota literally just do that. Well, first quarter, we're done here.
Yeah.
I'm off of here. I'm going to go get some rest. What? They're still playing? No, the Lakers remember, like, you have to play this team all 4 quarters. They will not take anything off, all right? The Bulls are going to keep coming and keep coming and keep coming, and that is an awesome quality that they have. They are relentless in their pursuit of trying to get a victory out there on the floor, and I appreciate them for that. But the Lakers said, okay, we respect your style. See, I think when teams, Matt, start understanding your style and planning for it, that's the form of respect. That means that we are taking you seriously. That means we are seeing what you're doing, and we know what we got to do to beat you now. And you saw the Miami Heat do that game where we talked about where they absolutely dog walked the Bulls.
Oh, yeah.
They understood. They were like, no, we know what y'all on. We going to end this, and we going to play this way for the entire 4 quarters. Think about all the wins the Bulls have gotten, man. Think that Boston victory that they just got, man. Like, when these teams get out to these leads on the Bulls, it means nothing because the Bulls have been a second-half team and have been coming back and getting these wins, man. Stacey calls them the cardiac Bulls, coming back and getting these victories for their team. So I think it's a sign of respect when these teams start taking them seriously and saying, all right, we're going to get up on your level. Now let's see what you can do. So now I'm looking at how the Bulls counteract that. How do they say, okay, teams are preparing for us now. How do we, counteract that? And what can we do to continue, with some winning ways out here?
Yeah. Meanwhile, our guy flip side. What up, JR? Saying, that's not the Japanese dude I was looking for. Call up Yuki already.
Yuki. Give me your game.
It's only a matter of time.
I'm
y'all.
just saying that we need
only a
another
matter of
guard
time.
real quick. That's all I'm saying. Just real quick.
Also, Julia, can you see into the future? Julia asks us, y'all interviewing Horace tomorrow?
Oh, you got some insiders.
What,
don't you?
who you been talking to?
Who you talking to?
Who you talking to?
Hey.
We aren't interviewing Horace Grant tomorrow. We interviewed him earlier today. And the mini pod is dropping tomorrow. We had a great chat with Uncle Horace
It was a
earlier
great
today.
chat.
He came through the studio.
Yeah.
Talked to
Oh,
us
yeah.
about his new project coming up. He's got his own show.
Yep.
Talking to fellow NBA legends.
Yeah.
But we also talked to him about the good old days.
Oh, it was
Bulls
fun.
Pistons.
Yeah, man.
Bulls Phil versus Lakers Phil.
Yeah.
You asked him to give us a story about Uncle Will.
He gave us one.
There was a lot of good stuff, and also, of course, got his thoughts on D Rose going up into the rafters this past weekend.
Yeah.
Uncle Horace, man, what a guy!
I love him so much because he's so for real and
So
honest.
real.
He's so honest, bro. Like, you ask him, he gonna tell you. It's really that simple. And I appreciate like stuff like that because you don't find that sometimes in players or ex-players that will, tell you every single thing. Now, Horace will tell it to you. The interview was amazing. It was so much fun and outstanding because we were also catching up at the same time. That's a flex because, we knew Horace back.
We go back a little bit.
Go back a little bit. So it was just fun, man, to actually sit, and chop it up and talk with him.
And just a quick reminder to everyone else in the chat, I think Julia found out that the Horace Grant episode is dropping tomorrow because it was scheduled out by our wonderful producer, Steven. But Julia, I believe, subscribes to CHGO Sports.
That's what she
and
said.
If you do that, then you will get notifications and get the scoop sometimes before Matt and Big Dave even tell you. It's completely free, everybody. So why don't you just hit that subscribe button and you will be in the know, just like Julia.
That's
That's
great.
how it's done.
That's great advice.
What Joey C just did, that's how it's done.
Avoid the clap. Subscribe to the CHGO Sports YouTube channel.
Once again, their kids like, what is the
One of those
clap?
pieces of advice was given by the great Jimmy Dugan.
Yeah.
The other was given by the great Joey C.
I was going to write her a letter, but I wasn't getting anything sharp to write with.
There you go.
Oh,
we got what? We got Ferris Bueller, Remember the Titans, and League of Their Own.
Yeah.
All in one show.
Yeah. And always a Jim Carrey reference.
Some
way, somehow.
the game. We'll get out of here. Again, follow our guy, Willie Go Gottlieb, Will_Gottlieb. Read his stuff, allchgo.com. Become a diehard so you can read all of it. Big Dave Bow, BNWL Sports. I'm Bulls_Peck. We are CHGO_Bulls. Shout out to King of the Controls, the one and only Joey C. We are off tomorrow, but as we just said, look for that interview, the mini pod dropping, our chat with Uncle Horace Grant, the one and only, dropping tomorrow. And then we'll be back Wednesday for the front end of a back-to-back and the first game in a stretch of 4 games in 5 nights. 6 p.m. tip against the Pacers in Indy, so that means we'll be here for pregame at 5:30 Central. Until then, much love, Bulls Nation. Hit the like on your way out. See Red be good.
Hey, Julia.
Hey,
Peace.
Julia.
We all silly like the mayor.